I'm going to read it first, and y'all can turn there first, but we have our definitions out that we just went over. Page 230 in your ready book, okay? And also the anchor part with the definitions, okay? Yes, all right. So I'm going to read this to y'all, and then we're going to go back through it and identify the parts that we just went over a while ago, okay? Okay. Danger in deep space. Scene 1. The deck of a spaceship. A young woman, Commander Lila, is standing at the panel, the control panel, talking to the pilot. A robot-like figure enters and walks to her side. Okay, Lila's robot. Well, Sam, I hope we don't have any trouble getting to planet Juno. The people there are desperate for our help. Sam. Yes, we must get the medicine to them as soon as possible. Just then, an alarm sounds and a red light flashes over the control panel. Lila's looking at controls. There's someone or something in the cargo bay. Come on, Sam, we need to make sure that medicine is safe. Okay, so we are going to identify the scene. Scene 1. You know what?
You gotta use the pen.
Scene 1. Highlight scene 1. We see that scene that says scene 1, right? Okay. So this part right here, the deck of a spaceship, a young woman, Commander Lila, is standing at the control panel, talking to the pilot. A robot-like figure enters and walks to her side. So that is kind of like the setting. Yeah, okay. So that, no one says that. That is explaining where they're at, who they are, what they're doing. It's like the deck of a spaceship. It's Lila, a commander, standing at like a control panel. Can y'all picture that? And talking to the pilot. And a robot-like figure enters and walks to her side. So do we see that picture? There? Is that like a robot-like figure?
Yes, ma'am.
And that is like Lila?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So no one says scene 1. That's just explaining it, okay? You don't say that. Then the characters is somebody tell me who the characters are. You all can answer.
Sam and Lila. Sam and Lila.
Very good. Well, yes, Sam is the robot. Okay, very good. Now, we don't say to robot, okay? Say if I'm Lala and I'm standing here and the robot will be standing here. If I'm playing Lala, I don't say to robot. Well, Sam, no, I just look at the robot and say, well, Sam. Does that make sense? So if it's in parentheses, you don't say it. Ma'am? That's the characters if you want to circle. Okay, and the dialogue is, does anybody remember what that is?
Dialogue is what the characters say in the drama.
Okay, so we're going to underline the dialogue. The dialogue between Lila and Sam is, well, Sam, I hope I don't have any trouble getting to planet Juno. The people there are desperate for our help. That's the first thing that is said. Out of all of that, just that. Okay? And then Sam says yes. We must get the medicine to them as soon as possible. And then Lila says, there's someone or something in the cargo bay. Come on, Sam, we need to make sure the medicine is safe. So that's the only words that are spoken between Lila and Sam. That's the dialogue. The stage directions, okay, are, does anybody remember? You can answer. Anybody?
They are in parentheses.
Yes, okay. They are that tells them how to stand. What to do, yes. Okay, so we're going to highlight the stage directions, okay? Which are to robot. Wait, is that right? That's the stage directions, right?
Yes. Then the parentheses.
Okay. Looking at controls. Okay, and then yeah, okay. So we have highlighted the scene, circled the characters. Underline the dialogue and the stage directions. Does everyone understand that? Okay, so the only words that are spoken are, well, Sam, I hope we don't have any trouble getting to planet Juno. The people there are desperate for our help. And Sam says, yes, we must get the medicine to them as soon as possible. And then Lila says, there's someone or something in the cargo bay. Come on, Sam, we need to make sure that medicine is safe. Okay, so for that you understand what they're saying. And the key action, the key events, and the characters, okay?
Want to keep going?
I'm sorry, what?
Go ahead and move over to that tab. You can keep going.
This one?
Just go on right beside it. So, other side.
There you go. Okay, so for the scene heading, we have scene 1, right? On the page you highlighted and circled with me. The scene heading is scene 1. The deck of a spaceship.
Hey, Charles, in front of the room, Michael, you can keep going if you need to clean that up while you're done.
Can I type it?
Oh,
I can't write very small or good on this.
no. Judge, turn around. Alright, so she's writing, which means you should be writing. So she's wrote it in the scene heading, so you know which one this is. This is scene 1, the deck of a spaceship. You should be writing that in on your paper.
No, I just did that I couldn't because I ran out of room. Does everybody understand why that is the scene heading? Is there anyone who doesn't?
Kind of like it's the chapter title, right, guys? It's telling you where they are for that scene.
Okay, so the characters are yeah, yes, let's write Lila. And, sorry. No, you're right, she is a commander.
You can just write Lila and stand up.
Sam is a robot and Lila is a commander. But let's just say Lila and Sam. Okay, the key actions and events.
They are going to a planet
They are, okay, but I think we underlined it.
You can just flip back to the tab if you want.
Okay, no, I'm sorry, I didn't underline it. But that would be key event, something happening. Okay, so just then an alarm sound. That's a key event that's something notable, isn't it? Like that's, something's happening, right? Okay, so that would be a key event. And a red light flashes over the control panel. Okay, so let's go back to the other one and write those key events. An alarm sounds. A red light flashes. Okay, and yes,
And,
to what?
and sorry.
We're not on scene 2 yet. We're just still doing scene 1 right now.
I don't want it, it's just I'm studying.
You're okay. It's okay.
Layla looks at the controls.
She does. She sings, well, that is something she does, but a key event is like something,
You can't leave out, I mean, the most important thing of the scene.
well, she looks at the controls because there's a red light flashing. That, the red light flashing over the controls is the key event, right? Okay. Okay, and so the vocabulary here, does anyone know what a cargo bay is? Okay, anybody? You can answer.
A cargo bay is something stored.
Storage.
It's like where military works. It's like when you're in like a place going somewhere, like in your car, it's kind of like the trunk.
Yes,
It's
or
like a storage closet with
it's-
extra closet.
It's any kind of traveling storage, right?
It's like a plane.
So let's just write cargo bay. I think we get the gist of it. Cargo bay is storage. Right? Okay. And, that's all for this scene 1. How, okay, and no, there we go. Okay, so this is the scene map for scene 1. And now we'll do this one. I'll read scene 2 and scene 3. Okay. Now I'm going to read scene 2. Okay, scene 2 says, Lila and Sam slowly enter the cargo bay of the spaceship. Sam to Lila, if there's trouble, let's hope our plan works. Let's hope our plan works. Just then a huge creature enters. It has an octopus-like head and 6 arms. It wears a white lab coat. The creature. I am Dr. Blurred from the planet Moore. And I will be taking your precious supplies, but first, I will put you to sleep. Okay, and it explains Dr. Blurred sprays a green smoke toward Lila, who falls to the floor. Then he pulls a handful of wires from Sam's back. Sam falls next to Lila. We're going to do the same thing we did For the first scene, we have a new character, right? Okay. So what scene is this? Scene 2. Let's highlight our scene 2. Scene 2, they are slowly they slowly enter the cargo bay of the spaceship. That is explaining scene 1. I mean scene 2. Okay, who are the characters? You all can say.
Lila, Sam, and
Okay, so let's, yep, you're all right. Let's circle the characters. That's Sam. Preacher, Dr. Blurred. Well, Lila doesn't say anything here, but she's still a character. Okay.
We know she's there though because it does say in the stage directions that she follows.
Yes, she is there, so she's part of it. Okay, so then, the key actions are events. In this one, anybody? No? Okay. The key actions are events. That was, what happened? That was a big deal.
Dr. Blur put them to sleep.
Yes, he did. Not sure what we did. We highlight it.
Miss Ashley,
Yes, ma'am.
I did a student just come in that just checked in.
Yes, ma'am.
They didn't come out of the office and they come to the well.
On its way.
Thank you.
Welcome to Everyday Teaching. Bob and Dory.
Another event or action, it would be kind of scary, right? If you were seeing a creature like an octopus, head and 6 arms, enter, that's,
Yeah, I guess that.
yeah, so let's highlight that. Is that right? That can be a key event and a stage direction, right? Okay.
Because if that didn't happen, none of the other stuff could have happened.
Okay, so here we have the precious supplies. Does anyone know what he's talking about when he says precious supplies?
The medicine.
Yep, okay, so let's remember that precious supplies are the medicine. And the green smoke. Well, we're all guessing that's some type of alien sleep powder dust, right? Some kind of something up there, okay? So, green smoke is some kind of sleeping powder dust.
That's Sleep spray.
Yes, sleep spray. Okay, how does this scene build on the previous scene?
It shows what was in the cargo bay and what's going on.
Yes, okay. There. There was a problem. And
It builds on their travels, right? Introduces the problem of the story as they're traveling.
okay, one more thing we need to do is to, this is the stage directions. Well, that's the setting, right? I know this isn't really definition we're studying, but that's
Part of the stage direction. Okay, we're saying that and then the parentheses is fine.
those are words that we do not say, right?
If we were acting it out. We read them while we're reading the drama to understand the context of what should be happening in the story as they act it out. But those are in parentheses to show you that the actors, when they act out the play, they don't say those things, they just do them. That's part of their acting.
And then we're going to underline the dialogue. That's the only words that are said. So we didn't do it exactly like I said, but the scenes are scene 1 and scene 2. The characters are Lila, Sam, and a creature named Dr. Blur. The dialogue is, well, Sam, I hope we don't have any trouble getting to Planet Juno. The people there are desperate for our help. Yes, we must get the medicine to them as soon as possible. There's someone or something in the cargo bay. Come on, Sam, we need to make sure that medicine is safe. That's the only words that are said out of all of that. And then the dialogue in scene 2 is, if there's trouble, let's hope our plan works. And then I am Dr. Blur from the planet Moore. And I will be taking your precious supplies, but first I will put you to sleep. So a lot of that is not even said. Okay, so for the next thing we're going to do, is there any questions?
You know, write out the scene right part. You know, write out the scene now for scene 2.
Yeah. Can they work?
Yeah, you can put their picture.
Okay, y'all work with your table or partner beside you. We're gonna
Repeat those directions to everybody.
we're gonna okay.
Everybody listen, before you start working in your group, the speaker's gonna give you the directions.
Okay, so you had 2 scene papers, right? One was for scene 1,
Get together.
and the other one's gonna be for scene 2. Do you need a new one? No.
She went ahead.
Oh, okay. So find a partner, and you do scene 2 just like we did scene 1. work with the person next to you. Or if there's an uneven amount, you three can work together.
Only 4 minutes. Only 4 minutes.
Four to a group.
No, you got 4 minutes. Stay at your table.
Sorry, 4 minutes.
Stay at your table, work together, you got 4 minutes. That's where you can give your feedback to them as they're working. You can give feedback to them. So instead of they're on the deck of the spaceship, where are they in scene 2? It says that they enter the cargo bay, right? So scene 2 is the cargo bay. That's what you're drafting. Scene 2 is the cargo bay. So that's where they're at for the scene 2. Okay, now we're at scene 2. Where are they at in scene 2, guys? Cargo bay. So you just write cargo bay. Okay, so scene 2 is cargo bay. You don't have to write out all that. Yeah, you wrote that. Okay, fix that. Scene 2 cargo bay. Where they are in cargo bay. Scene 2 is right. Where are they? Where are they? I talked about it in the future. Where they go in here? Where they go into? Cargo bay. Good job. Cargo bay.
Okay, y'all work as partners so we can get going, okay? We got an exciting thing for scene 3 for y'all. Not much happened, okay? So the biggest similarity was the green. He asked us to red light glasses. Got more words, right? Yes. We have a new character, right? Okay, we'll go over it together.
All right, so back to your seats, guys. Let's go over what you guys did.
entering the cargo bay. The characters are Lila, Sam, and Dr. Blur. The key actions and events are spraying of green smoke. I will say green sleeping smoke. Is that okay? Can y'all read that?
That's what M got a little cut off.
There we go. Well, another key event would be that a creature enters. So we just gotta think that happens first. Ma'am? Creature enters?
That's exactly what.
Great job. Okay, and the vocabulary is, we talked about what a green smoke would be. Brushes, supplies would be the medicine. And how does this scene build on the previous scene? You want to answer?
In this scene, they find out what is in the cargo bag.
Great job. Anything else?
And I have something for the key action.
Okay.
So you're supposed to put three. So I have this one.
You have what?
I have another key action. Layla and Sam.
Right. Very good. That is great. They do go to the cargo bay, and that is the event. Dust. I'm trying to hurry up, and I'm sorry, my writing's not the best. Okay, Lila and Sam enter cargo bay. Okay, we have 3 minutes, all right? I want you to try your best to try and write out your own scene 3. Just imagine what happens next. You can write it on the back of this, and then check yourselves with the check, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, you don't need to. Okay, and my letter for y'all, this is my last day, is on the back of your other page. And if you notice, but not right now, that is all of y'all's favorite things. it all in the letter. Y'all can find at least two of y'all's favorite things on there. I'm just a student here, I'm learning right now. Does everybody have one of these?
Alright, now, so she said on the back of that checklist she gave you, okay, now that y'all mapped out scene 1 and scene 2, what do you think is going to happen in scene 3? She wants you to write it on the back, and the checklist is to tell you some things you can add in, okay? Think about how the scene will build, use dialogue, get stage directions, okay? All of that to help you write a scene 3.
It's just to check yourself, like I talked about how you also you read this one. Okay, so the last thing that happened was the group was asleep. What do you think happens next?
On the back of that paper, you're trying to write out scene 3. On the back of that paper, you should be writing, you say, what do you think happens?
Use your
Right on the
imagination
back.
and use it
On
with
the
that
front, it's just a checklist. On the back, try to write out what's gonna happen in scene 3.
After you write it, you check it, or you read it before you check it.
Try it on the back, you write out what you think is gonna happen in scene 3.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Then you flip over and check yourself.
Ignore that.
What do you think is gonna happen in scene 3? Write that on the back. Then you flip over and check yourself.
You're just using your imagination, what you think would happen. Have fun with it. What would happen next? What was he trying to do? He was trying to take their medicine. So now that they're asleep, what do you think he's going to do? Okay. Has anyone completed it, their scene through? You have, will you read yours? Did you write anything? Okay, what do you think is going to happen?
I think that Layla wakes up after a few hours, helps Sam, and they find him and get the medicine back.
Well, I was saying, maybe they're asleep right now, but we know that Dr. Ward was wanting to take the medicine, right? So that, I would think that maybe, that's probably what they did, and then that probably happens. Okay, you?
I think that the teachers take the medicine to turn it more.
Okay. Okay. Okay, last one.
Do the opposite.
you, Miss Hughes. What do we tell her, guys?
Thank you.
And we wish her the best of luck in the future as you continue to learn to be a great teacher. All right, guys. Miss Feeler, what would you like them to do with their papers?
The paper that doesn't have the letter on the back, can I have that?
The one with the checklist, guys. She wants the,
On that one? Yes.
or which one?
You keep the one with the letter on the back.
So you want the other two papers back?
You keep the one that has my letters to you all.
So she wants back scene one and the checklist one, guys. Scene one and the checklist. She wants back the scene one paper and the checklist with your name on.
Thank you. Yeah. Everybody got their name on this paper? Give me this one, you. You got your name on here? Good job. Write your name. Your name on here. Good job. Ma'am.
Alright guys, the paper that she gave you, the letter on the back, I'm going to keep side of your red folder. It's got a letter